Hi everyone, Holly Hillier here, and I am so excited to tell you more about coaching, about what I do, how it's changed my life, and how I've built this six-figure plus business in 3 years. I mean, it's been a crazy journey. So today I'm going to tell you all about, again, kind of my journey, how I've built this business, what I do, who I'm looking for. Is this team right for you? Because I think that's really, really important. And then we're going to talk about commonly asked questions, worries, fears, misconceptions. Then I'm going to tell you all about the money, right? How do you make it? What does it cost to sign up? And then at the end, I'm just going to give you a little more information about our team. Who are we? What can you expect when you join? What are the resources that you get with joining a top 10 team in Beachbody? So to start, I just want to tell you a little bit more about me and my story. So I started 3 years ago. I had no intention ever of being a Beachbody coach. I graduated from college with an engineering degree. I then went on to get my master's degree. I was working in the corporate engineering world. I was making 6+ figures. I didn't, need to coach for the money. And in fact, when I was first approached, I was not approached to be a coach. I was approached to be a challenger. So what does that mean? I'll start by just telling you a little bit about what we actually do as coaches and then how that fits into my story. So as coaches, we run what are called challenge group or accountability groups. And this is what my coach approached me with. So a challenge group or accountability group has 3 main parts. The first is that you follow an at-home workout program. So most of the ones I do, 30 minutes at home. I'm sure you guys have seen, I do them with Sam, very little equipment, very little space. The second part of the group is that you drink Shakeology as part of a clean eating meal plan. Now, I had a lot of questions about Shakeology when I first started. I really thought that it was like a meal replacement, a big diet drink. I actually told my coach I didn't want to join because of Shakeology. I asked her if I could do it without it. Her response to me was, why half-ass it? She was like, if you're gonna do this, go all in. And as soon as I really started researching Shakeology and realizing that it wasn't it can be a meal replacement, but that's not what it's made to be. It's made to be like a superfood, super dense nutrition shake. So it's equivalent to 6 salads, which is what I loved because I'm not a big veggie eater. Actually, I don't like veggies at all. I eat my spinach salad, and that's kind of my veggie for the day, for my life, really. So I loved that it could taste like a milkshake, but act like a salad. So I decided to give it a try. And the clean eating meal plan was something I needed to do in my life. I was eating a ton of lean cuisines. I was eating 100-calorie snack packs, all those diety foods that I thought would help me lose weight. So I knew I needed to clean that up and that I needed to try something a little bit different. And then the third part of the group is this accountability piece. So all the groups are run, when I first started, they were run on Facebook. Now we have an official app that's on your phone. They're all private. But really what you do is every morning I would wake up, I'd look at the app, and my coach would have posted something maybe inspirational or something informational, like a recipe or something to help me that day with my meal planning. So every morning I'd wake up, and the first thing I would see was this really inspirational post and getting me on track for the day with my healthy eating and right mindset. So those were kind of the 3 pieces. Again, I didn't want to do Shakeology, but I was like, whatever, it's part of the meal plan, I'll try it. Also, my coach threw out there's a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you hate all of this, you can just return it. You can literally return an empty bag of Shakeology and get your money back. So I was like, okay, well, so there's a little risk there. I had loved the gym. I was a total gym person. So I went to the gym. I did spin classes. I did Bikram yoga. I love the gym. I grew up a gymnast. And so I was not convinced that 30-minute at-home workouts were actually going to get me results. But again, I was like, okay, well, if I don't feel sore, I don't feel like I'm getting results, then I can just go to the gym. The accountability piece is where I really needed help. So when my coach reached out to me, I had just gotten engaged and I had moved from DC, working my corporate engineering job, which I didn't necessarily enjoy the job, but I worked with a great group of women. And I loved my team of women that I worked with. And so that made it a lot easier to go to work every day, right? If you work with people you love and enjoy going into work, it makes a big difference. So I had just left that and we had moved cross country. No friends, no family. My new job, I went to my office and I sat in there and worked in Excel sheets for 8 hours a day. The people I worked with didn't understand what I was doing. It was a new role created just for me. And they literally thought I was just trying to get them fired or something. I mean, it was ridiculous and a really, really hard place to be. To go into work every day and know no one really wants you there, no one wants to hear what you're doing, and no one wants to talk to you. And I was just really different. These people were super nice, super smart, but just really different than me. And it was really hard to feel like the outsider every single day I went to work. And so when my coach approached me, again, I was like, okay, workouts, whatever. I've got my gym, Shakeology, sure. Meal plan, needed it. And the accountability and just the community of women, I wanted that. I needed someone to talk to. I found myself slipping into a depression. Anxiety was really high. My husband had just moved us to California and then started traveling to China for work. So I was totally alone. And that's why I decided to join. It wasn't, about any huge weight loss goal. It was more about having a community of women that really understood what I was going through. So I joined and I loved it. I loved the community. I loved waking up every morning to those messages, to women supporting women, to me saying, today's a hard day and emotionally I want to go home and eat a bowl of ice cream. And them saying, you know what? Think how happy you're going to be tomorrow when you don't do that and how proud you're going to be. And just having those women who understand and support you. So the accountability group wrapped up and I, had a great experience. But I still had no interest in coaching. So my coach approached me, asked me to coach, and I said, no. I said, I am not a salesperson. I don't need the money. I'm not going to be bothering my friends and family on Facebook. Probably a lot of the same things that you guys are thinking, right? I was like, why would I do that? I don't need this. And so I just told her no. And she came back a second time and was like, listen, Holly, I know you don't want to feel like a salesperson, but check out my page. Check out how I'm finding people. Check out how people are relating to me and let me know if you think, I'm super salesy. Because the great thing about this business is you create your own business. So you create what feels right for you. You create a business that you love, that you are proud of. So I was like, okay, I'll take a look, thanks but no thanks, but I'll look. So of course I went and looked and totally stalking her page and noticed that she was, and I knew she was a mom to under three. She had twin boys who were 3 months old when she started this business. And then she had a 1.5-year-old daughter and she now has 4 kids. But she had 3 under 3 and she was building a business from home that allowed her to be home with her kids. At this point, my husband and I had just gotten married. I gained 9 pounds on my honeymoon. Yes, it's possible to gain 9 pounds in 1 week, go to an all-inclusive resort and eat and drink everything. It's embarrassing to even say out loud, but I did. So I gained 9 pounds on my honeymoon. I wasn't feeling my best. I knew I probably needed another accountability group. And my husband and I were starting to talk about having kids. And I was still working a job I hated. And the thought of leaving my babies at home to commute an hour by train, to sit in an office by myself for 8 hours, commute another hour home, and maybe get an hour at night with them before they went to bed, killed me inside. It's one thing if you are passionate about your job and leave your kids and, love what you're doing, but that wasn't me. I wanted nothing more than to get out of that job and be home with my future kids. And so I saw that's what she was doing. She was making 6 figures from home with 3 kids. And when I looked at her page, she wasn't being salesy. She wasn't holding here's my Shakeology, buy from me. She wasn't posting bags of Shakeology. She wasn't posting workout DVDs. She was telling about her family and being home with her kids. She was showing new moms what was possible. And she was showing people who wanted to be a mom like me what was possible. And so when she approached me a third time, I knew, I've got to try it. And the one thing that she did say as she approached me that time was, again, if you don't like it, you can quit. When you sign up as a coach, I'd already purchased a challenge pack because I'd participated in our challenge group. And so my coaching fee was waived. So I was going to sign up for free, and then I was going to get 25% off all my products. And at that point, I was like, okay, like this is risk-free almost, right? I'm buying Shakeology already, so I'm just going to be saving money. So signing up as a coach will save me money, and if I decide it's not for me, I just quit. There was no real risk, and the reward was I had the opportunity to be at home with my children. And all of a sudden, when leaving my children at home became like much more real to me, when the wedding was over and it was time to plan our family, I just realized I would do anything to be home with my family, and that this could be my way out. And, my coach mentioned the community that I'd fallen in love with in the accountability groups was 10 times greater in the coaching community. So I was like, all right, I don't love my job. I miss the community of women. Let's try this. And I joined. And as soon as I joined, that was it. I knew that this was for me. I was watching other top coaches support one another, something that was definitely not happening in my current job. I was watching other top coaches build these businesses from home with their babies and looking like a hot mess, right? There are some businesses where I'm like, I could not do that. Like, I couldn't be a professional, fashion blogger because I don't even want to get up and blow dry my hair in the morning. Guys, when I went to blow dry my hair today, Sam ran away from the hair dryer because I never use it and he's scared of it. My blender, which I use every day, totally not scared of. But the hair dryer, yes. Like, I am the mom who doesn't put on makeup. I'm the mom who lives in yoga clothes. I mean, I did blow dry my hair for you guys today, but I was going to get dressed in normal clothes, and I was like, that's just not me. I live in yoga clothes. So I have built a 6-figure business in my workout clothes with no makeup, with a newborn baby at home. And that's what I was seeing other moms do. And I just knew it was possible. And I went all in. And since then, I mean, I've been all in really since day one, building this business, and it has changed our family's entire future. Right? When I first started, I went in with that goal of leaving my full-time job. Now my goal is, once we move back from France, where we're living, we got 2 more years here, is to retire my husband and have him home with Sam. So first it was me being home with Sam, and now it's both of us being home with Sam. And being able to share that with other women is what drives me every single day. There is nothing more exciting than my coaches calling me and saying, I just put in my 2 weeks notice. And it makes everything worth it. That is everything to me. So that's a little bit about me, about accountability groups. So who am I looking for? So I'm looking for moms who also dream big for their families, who want more for their families. So for me, that doesn't mean you have to want to leave your job. I have teachers on the team who absolutely love their jobs. They love teaching, but they don't love the income. They don't feel it provides them enough financial freedom. So one of my coaches, her goal when joining last year was to pay for a trip to Disney this summer for her family. And I mean, Sam's so young, we haven't been to Disney. I had no idea how expensive that was. But what she did, because she's a teacher, she has summers off, she ended up earning enough to pay for 3 weeks at Disney, staying at a resort on a Disney property, I guess is what they say, and with her family. 3 weeks, all paid for, all the food through her Beachbody income. So, and again, she's only really doing this part-time because she's working her full-time job. But when she joined, she said to me, Holly, I am dreaming big. And it's not about leaving my job. It's about paying off my car, paying off my house, and providing my family those opportunities, those vacations during that summer when I have off, so that we create these memories. Like, I want to be able to create memories when I'm off of work, not just stay at home because I can't afford them. And so, no matter what your dreams are, I'm just looking for women who are dreaming, right? Who can see the possibility, who know this is not a get rich quick scheme. You have to work. I have worked and I still work every single day. But I love it and I'm passionate about it, and I work when it works in my life. I work during nap time. I work when Sam goes to bed. Right now, Sam and his dad are at the grocery store. So I said, you know what, you guys do grocery store? I'm going to get a quick video done. Right? I work when it's convenient for me, and I don't miss a moment of Sam's life. Not one. I said to David last night that Sam is learning new words every day, like several new words a day, and it's insane to me. And to think about missing that, like, literally brought me to tears last night. And to think that David's missing it is hard for me as well, which is why I'm working so hard to bring him home. So it's kind of who I am, what we do, and who I'm looking for. So next, I'm going to talk to you guys about common worries, fears, and misconceptions.